Hey Queen, I wanted to speak a moment mastery of feminine energy. And it's not easy for me to speak about this while I'm on camera, but we all have to do things that are new for us, right? Because I can go on camera, but to really go to these deeper places within and really touch on what is happening for women right now, that is harder on camera, for me at least. So if I'm silent a lot, it means I'm tuning in, I'm aligning. But what I see in this time is that women, women come to me who are such beautiful beings. Everyone is a beautiful being. But these women are sensual, they're feminine, they're smart, they manifest things, they have their life together. Amazing people, amazing women. But they were never given the tools, the know-how to master all these gifts. So they almost became the victim of it, became the victim of that powerful feminine energy. And it attracted the wrong people, or maybe even the right people, but they didn't know how to set boundaries in a way that still connects. They didn't know how to fully own that place of the goddess within the relationship. There was so much they were never shown or taught. There were no examples, no role models, no teachings, nobody they could turn to. And then it all flipped. And the women who come to me, on practical level, they have their career together, they have their life together. But on an emotional level, relational level, it all kind of stays far away. They have friends, it's all there, but not on these really deep, intimate levels. And when they want a relationship, that becomes really a thing. And then they realize they're actually living in shutdown, in a world that becomes smaller and smaller. Whenever these uncomfortable things, this beautiful feminine queen inside gets triggered, instead of opening up, they close more until they find this region again where they can balance it all. But the next time that becomes a bit smaller and a bit smaller, which is in such discrepancy with the life that you're leading, right? Which is leadership, which is being an example to the world, which is making money, standing in your power, right? At the board meetings, letting your voice be heard, being influential in that sense. It's such a gap, which often then creates shame and imposter syndrome and all of that. So I am always so honored when a woman like this comes to me. And I absolutely know that I can help you, them. Because what we do is recognize the shutdown state. It's a polyvagal thing. It's not a mind thing. It's a polyvagal thing, which asks for a whole different way of healing. What you find here is finding your feminine energy back, your goddess, your pleasure, that sensuality, that woman that you are, right? Who loves intimacy, connection, sexuality. Finding her back. That's often the biggest desire. I want to find her back. That's what we do here. That's what I'm known for. And I give you the tools to master it this time. To be able to deal with all this power, because because it is power. It's a different kind of power, but it is power. To deal with that in a way that makes you grow and open up more instead of shut down more. And I show you how to bring that to a dating situation. I connect the dots for you. All beautiful principles. I can practice it with sisters or with trees or with the cat. But how do I connect the dots to a date? And that is possible because dating and relationships are totally different nowadays. Totally. Can't compare to what it was 20 or 30 years ago. And probably nobody ever told you this, right? And you're still trying to do what you did 20 years ago, 10 years ago. It isn't working. Because we have to understand that relationships, it used to be to deal, I want a partner to deal with the big challenges of the world, to have enough money, to raise the kids together, to be able to afford a good house together in a good location, right? Things like that. Now, the women I work with, they're totally capable of creating that on their own. The partners they find, they too are capable of creating that on their own. So that's no longer what a relationship is about. Can be a nice side effect. It's not what a relationship is about. What is the big challenge nowadays that women and men really benefit from a partner is this: finding back your inner goddess, God, and getting the tools to live that and building up the practice. And that is what connects you. That is what a date is about. That is what a life together is about. It's such a paradigm shift. I hope you're getting it. And then we tap into powers in ourselves that not only make us feel good and we have that sexuality back in our relationship and everything, more than that, but it affects our whole life. We become leaders where people come to us because of who we are, because of the energy that radiates from us. And then it doesn't matter anymore if you're an authoritative leader or a surrendered leader or whatever other kinds of leadership styles you have. That's no longer important. People don't go for a leader because of her or his leadership style anymore. We go to a leader because of who the person is. True, right? And there's no place to learn that like in your relationship. So it's not like you have to do all this healing and then you can be in a relationship. The relationship is the healing. The healing is the relationship. And once you get that, things start to fall together. It's no longer like, I need to learn all that and then. It's no, this is what I get to do in a relationship. And this is what I get to do in dating. As I do it, I attract people who are on this path. And then we get to do it together. Right? Once you see it, you see it. So I love working with people one-on-one on this. I have 20K programs, 50K programs where we really go in depth to find back this gold within you. Give you the mastery, everything. I always support it with my program, Receive the One. It's a minimum of 6 months, but it's actually an ongoing container, so you can stay as long as you want. And that gives you the paradigm shift, the new skills, the mastery, the meditations, the inquiries to connect to that feminine energy again, the practices. How can I start living that among people, among men? So you get all of that in the program. So I always combine it. I only take VIP clients when they are willing to do the work in the program. And some women choose to just do the program and not do the VIP, or only do small parts of the VIP in moments of their journey when they need it. Which is how I love working, right? Not like a dutiful, okay, we have to see each other every week. But it's like, no, we have this basic container, and when you need me, I'm here. And then you pay good money, and because it's not all the time, it actually spreads out quite nicely. And then because of there's a high investment, I can really give you my focus, my energy. I had it myself recently again, pay 2K to mentor, and she actually had just too much going on, couldn't really give me that focus, that really like, okay, what is going on for Klara? Who is Klara? What does she need now? And I'm not blaming her, right? But it made me very aware, like, I want to do that differently. That's why I made this choice to work this way. So when you get that high experience with me, you get that high level experience with me. And you get my full focus, divine downloads, everything. Being seen for who you are. So all of this is available. When you feel you're ready for it, receive the one, go to my Instagram page, Klara Adalena Live, and then on the IG, the website link, you'll find all these options and you can look into them. Book some of them. You cannot book all of them. Some are on invitation, but you can, some of them you can. Reach out to me, right? Speak to me about what you want so that I can really look with you, like, okay, is this really the place for you? And right now I have something fun, something inspiring, because it's summer, because I'm in the flow, because we're all finding this feminine energy back. So I have a 5-day journey, Summer of Love, where you get all the basic tools that I have just been speaking about. You get so much. You get pleasure. How do I own the pleasure? How do I create pleasure safely so that I'm not afraid that it will turn against me, right? How do I do all of that instead of just staying in the gray zone? You get the tools for that. You get the theory behind it. You get polyvagal understanding of that shutdown state that you're probably spending a big part of your life in, or you might be in fight and flight. You get the understanding of that, so you also understand why you were not able to break free from it before and how to do it now. What more do you get? Simple practices. How do I start having more pleasure, allowing that? It's all in here. But how do I actually tap into it? And how do I connect the dots and bring that to my connection with man? And that also means if it's summer, right? We meet new people on the beach, on the mountain peak, wherever. The bar. How do I turn those meetings in one of those opportunities for this kind of healing and soul connection? There's so much in these 5 days. And we end with a live masterclass. You will love it. And you can really feel the energy of all this together. All these women opening up to their goddess, right? And seeing how it can be safe to be with her in the world. And how the world is ready for you there. That there's a window of time now. I've never seen it like this before. This is the moment to step into your feminine energy. And right now, you get all of that, not for 50K, not for 20K, not even for 3K, you get it for just €77. You'll get a taste of all of this. So I absolutely want to see you there. It will be life-changing. It will open your eyes to such new ideas about dating and life and being a woman and leadership and what is possible. And pleasure. the important role of pleasure. So I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing you there. Also, the link is on my IG page, Klara Adalena Live on Instagram. And yeah, see you there. We are going to make this some summer of love. Aloha.